Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is not a reaction video, this is actually going to be a Q&A video because I did want to do a Q&A, but I kind of forgot to ask people to submit questions. So, can't really do that too easily without questions. So I went through and I found some questions online that I'm going to do this time. And I would like to do another question and answer session around the time of my birthday, which is in about 3 weeks. Um, yeah, yeah, 3 weeks, give or take a couple days. Take a couple days, I guess. Sorry. Um, 3 weeks from yesterday. That's when my birthday is. So, anyway, I would like to do another Q&A then. So, yeah, but this is going to be Q&A for this time. So, these are 75 questions about me, so I hope you enjoy this. Some of these are really interesting questions, made me think a little bit. Question 1, what's the weirdest thing you've seen someone else do? So, it was a weird order, like a weird order at Sonic Drive-In. So we're there, in the lane eating, because drive-in, you drive in and you park and you order and they bring the food to you. Well, there's a guy next to us that pulls in and he orders a cheeseburger without any condiments, without the burger. So basically what he wants is a cold cheese sandwich. He wants a bun and a slice of cheese. I was like, that's a weird order. That's a really weird order. Question 2. If you could rename your parents based on their personalities, what would their names be? Oh, that's a really interesting question. So many descriptive words come to mind for both of them. My dad would have to be very realistic, sometimes kind of pessimistic. He likes the term realistic. But my dad is also very hardworking and kind to people and very loving to his family. And my mom is very outgoing and organized and takes charge, and yeah, they're kind of the classic extrovert introvert scale. My mom is very much the extrovert, my dad is an introvert. But those aren't really I have to think on that. What's the worst hairstyle you ever had? Either cutting my hair way short when I was about 7 or 8, or getting a perm when I was in junior high. Those would be the two worst hairstyles that I ever had. Question 4. If you could eliminate any bodily function, which one would it be? I have to say throwing up. It's just kind of gross and you feel yucky, and yeah, it would probably be that one. That's a very interesting question. Question 5. How would you describe the way you dance? Like a dork? I have no talent when it comes to dancing whatsoever. Question 6. If you could magically turn into the opposite sex, what would you look like and what would you name yourself? Well, I'd probably look like my brother, honestly, because people say he and I look a lot alike, except he has facial hair now and stuff, so we don't look as much alike as we did when we were younger. But yeah, I'd probably look a lot like my brother. So, I don't know if I'd go facial hair or not. I kind of feel like I could rock the baby face, but that's because that's all I've ever known because I'm female. I don't grow. I mean, I suppose some women could grow facial hair, but it's not a very good look, at least in my opinion. Question 7. If you had to choose between losing all your teeth or all your hair, which would you choose and why? I'd have to say my hair. Because, I could get wigs and stuff, and it would be fun to kind of, change up my hair color a little bit. Or even just find one that I really liked. Um, I I wouldn't want dentures, I don't think. Question 8. If you were at a funeral and the body fell out of the casket, what would you do? I would laugh. Knowing me, I would laugh. Just because I laugh at very inappropriate times. So, of course I would laugh. Question 9. If you were a pie, what kind of pie would you be? Pumpkin. I mean, we're going into pumpkin season. This is my time of the year, so of course I'd have to be a pumpkin pie. I could be apple too, but I feel like apple is, you can have apple pie other times of the year than the fall. Like apple pie is like popular around the 4th of July too, just because it's such like a traditional American staple. Um so yeah, I'd have to say pumpkin. Question 10. If you had to listen to loud music every day for a year, what would you choose? Put it on an 80s playlist and I will bang my head to some loud music. We'll be good to go. Question 11. If you could have a talking pet, what animal would you want it to be? I would want it to be our family dog Rusty that we have. We got him when I was in high school. He's 10 years old, and sometimes the looks he gives us, it's like, I wonder what's going through his head, what he would say if he could talk. He'd probably be cussing us out or something. Question 12. Would you give up showering for a week to get faster internet? No. I feel gross if I go, 3 days is my max to go without a shower. I just feel super gross after that. So, no, I don't think I could make it to a week. Question 13. What do people remember most about you after meeting you for the first time? I would say my smile and my laugh. 14. Have you ever bought something after watching an infomercial? Not like a traditional infomercial like on TV, but I have bought things because of Instagram. I'm guilty of doing IG made me buy it. So, yeah. 15. What is your favorite Girl Scout cookie flavor? Thin Mints, hands down, best flavor. I really like tagalongs though too. Tagalongs? Is that the one that's like peanut butter and chocolate? Yeah, tagalongs. Those are good too. But Thin Mints, hands down, my favorite. 16. You're having a burger at a picnic. What is the first thing you are putting on it and why? What else do you like on a burger? So, hands down, the first thing I am reaching for when I get, my bun and my burger on there, hands down, the first thing I grab is cheese. Got to put the cheese on there, let it melt. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Unless, of course, you can't have cheese. I feel super bad for you if you can't. Because, melted cheese on a burger is like the best thing ever. And then what else do you like on a burger? Lettuce, tomato, onions, ketchup. You really can't do too much wrong with I can do pretty much anything besides mustard and pickles. And mayo, but I don't really see people put mayo on burgers that often. So those are like the 3 things that I'm like, don't touch my burger with that. But I can do pretty much anything else. 17. Would you rather have free unlimited coffee drinks or free cookies? Coffee, hands down. I'm a nurse. I've got to have my caffeine. 18. If your pet could suddenly talk like a celebrity of your choice, whose voice would they have? I would love for Rusty to have Morgan Freeman's voice. That would be so cool. 19. If you were directing a movie about your parents, which actors would you choose to play them? they got to be really good, solid actors that play really down to earth roles. So I think Tom Hanks could do my dad. I think he could do it. Because my dad's just a very, like, down to earth guy. Nothing fancy about him. So, yeah, I think Tom Hanks could do my dad. For my mom, very similar vibe. Hardworking, down to earth, no nonsense. Kind of thinking Sandra Bullock maybe could pull my mom off. How would that be? Tom Hanks and Sandra Bullock playing my parents. I think they could do it. I think they could. Sorry, lost my place here. 20. Who would you want to play you in a movie of your life? Okay, so I have claims to her. Jennifer Lawrence. If anyone ever makes a movie about my life, Jennifer Lawrence is playing me. We're about the same age. I feel like we have some similarities in our appearance. Yeah, I would want Jennifer Lawrence to play me. 21. Which is worse, a large zit on your face or seriously bad breath? So neither is good, but seriously bad breath, I think you could fix like with toothpaste or mouthwash or those strips that dissolve in your mouth. Those Listerine strips. A zit on your face, it's kind of just there. I mean, yeah, you could put, makeup on it, but if I have like a spot on my face I don't have much luck covering it with makeup. It's kind of still just there. So maybe I'm doing it wrong, but for me personally, I think I'd rather have the bad breath or be around someone who has bad breath, just because it's easier for me to deal with. So 22. What weird food combos do you really enjoy? So, when I was young, my dad would feed me mac and cheese with ketchup on it. And I still really like that to this day, actually. And the other really weird food combo that I like, and I'm told my great-grandma liked this too, is just plain lettuce leaves with sugar, white sugar on it. I don't know. I don't always eat it that way, but when I was a kid, I used to eat it that way a lot. 23. If you could choose a famous couple to be part of your family, whom would you choose? I'd have to say Chip and Joanna Gaines from HGTV. I just feel like they're really fun and down to earth, and I think we would get along great with them. 24. What's the funniest place or position you've fallen asleep in? So I was house sitting for someone one time, and you know how it is, your first night in a foreign bed, or at least this is the way it is for me, is I have a hard time getting comfortable. So I toss and turn a lot my first night in a bed that isn't mine. So I actually got super mixed up in the night with all my tossing and turning. And I woke up with my head at the foot end and my feet at the head end. And completely uncovered. So, yeah. 25. What would you do if you woke up one morning and could read minds? I don't think I would want it. So, I'm a big fan of the classic TV show, The Twilight Zone. And there was actually an episode where, one of my favorites of the series actually, what's his name from Bewitched was the main character. Anyway, it's a play on the saying that 1 in a million chance a penny tossed will land on its side. And it was just dumb luck that the main character, he tossed a penny and it landed on its side. And because of that, he got the ability to read minds. And throughout the play, or not play, I'm sorry. Throughout the episode, one of the themes is kind of, would you really want to read minds? Because people think things that they would never actually do. They just think them. So, yeah, it was really kind of a very interesting take on, would you really want to read minds? So I would say no. I wouldn't want it. 26. If you had to do karaoke, what song would you choose, and would you sing it alone or as a duet? I think it's a stereotypical answer, but I think I could rock Don't Stop Believin'. And I wouldn't care if I'd be singing it by myself or as a duet, or have a whole group of friends up there with me. 27. What's your favorite way to wake up in the morning when you really don't want to wake up? With coffee. 28. Would you rather have a personal chef, personal housekeeper, or personal chauffeur? Definitely the housekeeper. I wish I had a cleaner house, but I'm at a point in life where I'm just busy with school and work and other things, and I don't have as much time to clean the house as I would like. I cook fine for myself. It's nothing to write home about, but I do okay. And I don't mind, driving myself to errands or things like that, because I kind of like getting out of the house and away from studying. But, yeah, definitely the personal housekeeper. 29. Are you embarrassed to cry? Yeah, kinda. I mean, aren't we all? I mean, I guess it seems like older people maybe don't have as big of an issue with it. Like, you know, by older, I don't mean like old, but like people in their 40s, 50s, 60s. It seems like young adults and teenagers like really get down on themselves for crying. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's just because there's such a shame still attached to tears. Um, which I mean there shouldn't be, but there is. You get embarrassed when you cry, especially in front of someone. So, yeah. 30. What's your biggest fear? Creepy crawlies. Ugh. I do not do well with grasshoppers, spiders, wasps, snakes, anything like that. Um, I think I have like a fear of bugs. I know there's a phobia that's like a bug, but it's like really bad, like paralyzing almost. Like I just stand there like, like I if one flies by me, I literally get chills. Like I was walking this evening and a grasshopper flew by me and it was like over 90 degrees, so it wasn't the least bit cold. But I like got chills all up my arm. Even talking about it a little bit, I've got chills. It's yeah. I I have whatever the phobia of bugs is, I have it. I really do. Um 33. What would you change about yourself if you could? I would give myself more self-confidence, especially when it comes to guys. 34. What makes you really angry? Disrespect, laziness, um, crimes towards children, things like that. 35. What motivates you to work hard? It was the way I was raised. My parents wouldn't accept anything else. Um, and I think work ethic says a ton about you, and I want to have a good reputation. So, yes, I'm, you know, I don't think it's cocky to say I'm a hard worker, like, because I am, You give me a job to do, and I'm going to go at it 110%, just because I think it's the right thing to do. 36. What is your favorite thing about your career? Being able to help people when they need it the most. They're going through something really hard, and just being able to be there for them. I think it's great. 37. What is your biggest complaint about your job? Um, so this is just nursing as a whole, not so much my current job because I don't have to deal with this much in my current job. But just nursing as a whole career, big corporate corrupt hospital administration. It's horrendous. It's terrible. There is a major problem. And yeah, something has to be done because they're getting away with murder. So, yeah, that I won't go into it. That's my soapbox, but yeah, I that question about something that makes you really angry, corrupt hospital administration also makes me very angry. 39. What are your hobbies? Swimming, walking, lifting weights, photography, doing this, making videos for my channel. Yeah. 40. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I hope to be an RN by then. I hope to be married by then, but that doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon. So we'll see. I hope to have adopted a couple of kids, maybe. Yeah. 41. If you could share a meal with any 4 individuals, living or dead, who would they be? Jesus, Jim Croce, Carrie Underwood, Abraham Lincoln. Yep, those are my 4. 42. How many pillows do you sleep with? So I sleep with 2, but I have about 7 on my bed, I think. 43. What's the longest you've ever gone without sleep and why? Oh, I used to work night shift. And I would go without sleep for sometimes over 24 hours. So I remember at one point I went like 36 hours without sleep, and I was so cranky. Yeah, it was bad. 44. Would you rather trade intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence? So, neither. Because I have met those very intelligent people that can like rattle off all these facts, but they have no personality. I don't want to be like that. But I've also met people that they're hot and they know it. So I don't want to be either of those. I think you have to be smart. What am I trying to say? You have to have enough smart sense about you, but you also, want to like look good, not model hot, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with looking decent, and there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of knowledge. So I personally wouldn't choose either extreme. I'd like to feel that I've got a fairly happy medium between the two. 45. Have you ever had a secret admirer? Yes, I have. 46. What's your favorite holiday? So I really love the 3 end of the year holidays, but Christmas has always been my favorite. 47. Do you love or hate roller coasters? I wouldn't go so far to say as I love them, but I do enjoy them. The thrill that you get on them is super fun. And I love like feeling like you don't weigh anything. 48. What was your favorite subject in school? So my favorite subjects were always English and history. They were always my two best subjects as well. English and history. 49. Do you collect anything? Yes, kind of like vintage tins, kitchen things. Like I have on top of my cabinets, there's space to display things. So I have like an old Coke bottle, an old 7-Up bottle, an old pancake syrup bottle, an old Folgers can. So things like that. Kind of the vintage kitchen theme. 51. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? So I've had people think that I'm an extrovert before. I've had people think I'm an introvert before. Personally, I relate to introvert traits more. I can see why people might label me as an extrovert. Myers-Briggs, the Myers-Briggs test, I am an INFJ, which I believe they say is like the most extroverted of the introverts. So that's probably why sometimes people think I'm an extrovert. But yeah, I definitely relate to introvert traits more. 51. Are you a better talker or listener? So I'm a better listener for sure. 52. Which of the 5 senses would you say is your strongest? Scent. Scent really sticks with me. So, yeah. 53. Are you related or distantly related to anyone famous? Not that I know of, but one of my great-grandparents had an encounter with someone famous, if that counts. My great-grandpa or my great-great-grandpa, I forget which one, sold a horse to Jesse and Frank James. So, not related, but like an encounter with someone famous. 54. Does your family have a motto, spoken or unspoken? Yes. Tough times don't last, tough people do. 55. If you had a warning label, what would yours say? Warning, may laugh at inappropriate times. 56. What song would you say best sums you up? What I've always considered to be my song ever since I first heard it, and that is Girl on Fire by Alicia Keys. 57. On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny would you say you are? I'd say I'm a 7. I think I'm pretty funny. I can definitely make people laugh. 58. Who knows you best? My mom, my brother, my best guy friend, my best girlfriend. Yeah, there's like 5 people I'd say know me pretty well. 59. What's something I would never guess about you? That I had major back surgery when I was 13. 60. What 3 words best describe you? Bubbly, laid back, kind. 61. If you could win an Olympic medal for any sport, real or fake, what would it be? Swimming. 62. If you could go back in time 10 years and tell yourself something, what would it be? You're stronger than you think you are, and you will accomplish your goals. Don't listen to what anyone else says. Just be you. 63. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? So I would have had my brother's name, which is Evan James, because Erin Danae was their girl name and Evan James was their boy name. I was a girl, so I was Erin Danae. And then they kept Evan James for their second pregnancy, and that baby was a boy, so he was Evan James. 64. What is something that hasn't happened yet but would certainly break the internet? A flying car, or if someone could create a car that only runs on water. 65. What's your favorite thing to do with your friends? My best guy friend and I, we like to lift weights. I like to walk with some of my friends, take drives, things like that. Just hang out. 66. What is something you have accomplished as an adult that your younger self would be proud of? Becoming a nurse. 67. Do I have any superstitions or beliefs? Not really superstitions. I believe in God. I'm a Christian. 68. What is your favorite season of the year? Fall, definitely. We're going into my favorite season right now. I love it. I also like summer. Yeah, those would be my two favorite seasons, but definitely fall has the upper hand. The Burr months that end in BER are truly my favorite time of the year. So like September, October, November, December. So like I said, we're going into my favorite time of the year. 69. What is the saddest movie you have ever seen? Oh, it would have to be The Fox and the Hound. My gosh. So I had never seen that movie. My parents, they never got that movie when Evan and I were kids. And I can totally see why. I have Disney Plus, and about this time last year, one day I was like, oh, I'll watch Fox and the Hound. I've never seen it, but I know it's like a classic from like the 80s, I think, I want to say. But, oh my goodness. And those of you guys who have seen it know the scene. I was like bawling. Like, it was so bad. It was to the point where it was like, I was still like, and it was like there were no more tears that could come. I was like bawling. I was a mess. And I was like, and I am 27 years old. Like, how dramatic would this scene be for an 8-year-old? Like, oh, where she leaves him in the woods. Oh my gosh. Wow, I'm like getting chills talking about it. It is so, so sad. And for all that you have to sit through, the ending isn't even that happy. I mean, it's okay, but dang, I will never watch that movie again. It's too hard. Way too hard. 70. When is the most relaxing part of the day for you? Actually, right about now. It's 9:20 p.m. right now. I really like the evening right before bedtime. Super relaxing. 71. If you could bring back any fashion trend, what would it be? So I live in Wyoming and it gets cold in the winter, so I would have to say velour tracksuits. They're super comfy. They kind of in a way look stylish, kind of. They're like sleek athleisure. And they're so warm in the winter. So yeah, tracksuits. Velour tracksuits. 72. What is your sign? I am a Libra. 73. What Harry Potter Hogwarts house would you best fit in? So I've always thought of myself as a Hufflepuff. I think I would fit in Hufflepuff really well. 74. When is your birthday? September 24th, 1994. So my birthday's coming up very soon. I'll be 28. And last question, 75. What is one song you think everyone should listen to? That would be Letter to Me by Brad Paisley. That is 75 questions about me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day. Erin out. See you soon. Bye.